Hi everybody, welcome back, week 6 of Getting to Know Me. And the question this week would be, what is something personal about me that you may not know? So, kind of easy for all of you out there, because most of you don't know me. And this isn't something that everybody would be sharing with everybody, but that's kind of why I'm sharing it, because I think a lot of people are afraid to talk about some things, but I think it's good. You don't have to go into detail, but I think it's good for people to know certain things, because it can help others. That being said, my personal thing about me that you may not know would be I lost my first pregnancy. I was about 5.5 months along, and I was getting ready to get into that home stretch of having a baby. So I'd been going to all of my appointments, and they were all fine and all chipper, and doctors and nurses, they're doing their checks and they're saying, oh, you're good, but you're, instead of your due date here, your due date's out here, so you're only this far along. And I'd say, oh, okay, thanks. And this happened every single appointment I went to. So finally, that last appointment, I said, something's wrong. Oh, no, honey, you're fine, your due date's just here instead of here. I said, no, you're telling me I was not even pregnant when I came in here for my first appointment, and you said I was 8 weeks. Something's wrong. So they did. They looked at their charts, and eyes got all big, and they did the math calculations in their head and set me up an appointment with a specialist. And I'll spare you guys all the details there, but once again, I lost my first pregnancy when I was 5.5 months along. So, and just like I'm doing right now, I'm sparing you guys the details, because that's just something that I don't want to dive into with the World Wide Web here. But I think it's important for people to know certain things, and it's okay. There's plenty of other people out there who, may lose their first pregnancy or second or third, or it happens. And it's really hard if you feel like you have nobody to talk to. And even if you have your spouse, you have your best friend, you have a sibling, it's different if that person has not been through those same experiences. So I think it, once again, is important to let people know things about you, because it can help other people. So that's just one of those things. And just like I say in my book and everything, you don't have to dive deep. So if I was talking one-on-one with somebody, or in a small group of ladies who had lost pregnancies, yes, of course, I would go into more details and explain my experience to you. But one, I don't feel like crying to all of you, and two, it's just one of those things that I'm not going to go into details. So, but that is something personal about me that you may not know. Anyway, bright side. Even though I lost that first pregnancy, and even though it was devastating, and I thought the world was, I got pregnant again about a few weeks after everything, and I was scared to death about being pregnant again, and what if this same thing happens to this one as it did to the last one? I can't go through this again, and oh my God. And it turned out great. So I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. And yes, even things that suck, and they truly suck, but my point of that one is, if I didn't lose that first pregnancy, my oldest child would not have been born. and I love him with all my heart. So I love all of my kids with all of my heart, but that's just one of those things. If something like that didn't happen, then I wouldn't have my child that I have. So you take the good with the bad, take the bad with the good, and just have faith. So that's all I'm going there. Anyway, happy Sunday. Sorry, Cricket wants to say hi. Say hi. Say hi. She bumped my nice little camera stand that I had going here. So let's get this back up and try that again. Happy Sunday. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I look forward to having another week next week. And you'll just have to wait and see what I'm going to say. Yay! All right, take care.